Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have a new King Seiko for you, and this one is the 1969 reinterpretation. Now the watch it's trying to reinterpret was the old 4/4 series from back in the late 60s, and these were high beat movements. I'm lucky enough to strip one down and service one a year or so ago, and the movement was gorgeous. That was when Seiko really made some nice movements back then, and this is a reinterpretation of that. Unfortunately, it doesn't feature the same high beat movement which was back from the day. That used to be at 10 beats per second and was absolutely beautiful. This one though is the new 6L series movements, and they beat at 8 beats per second. One thing I should say is the price of this one. I believe their RRP is 2,750, but that's before any kind of discounts which first class watches may give you. And on the subject of them, I've got to say a massive thank you to the team from over there, from their Kenilworth branch, for allowing me to review this watch. Lots of cool, interesting brands. Some you know, some you may not. So if you're in the area, I'd strongly recommend popping into the shop. If you're a bit further afield, well, don't worry, I'll leave a link in the description and at the bottom of the page now. All I ask, if you do contact them, please mention the channels. It really would help. So let's talk sizes first. We're coming in around about 39.5 across the watch here. A thickness I'm measuring of 10.1, a lug to lug of 43, and the bracelet size on this one is coming in at 19 millimeters. The dial itself is lovely. We have the Edo purple here, but there are other color variations available, and it does look really good. It's only when you zoom in, kind of, let's get a really zoom in close on that dial, you can see we've got like a texture to it. It's almost like a paint, you know, which has kind of got a crackle finish to there. It really does look quite nice. Also, I like how the applied hour markers really do have a nice kind of polished surface to them here. They look really good, I think. And you have that date window there as well, which is also polished. The applied Seiko marker there, and the old-fashioned nod to the past with the 12 o'clock marker there. But again, on the original, I used to prefer it because it'd say Seiko and then KS down the bottom here. But unfortunately, they go Seiko, King Seiko. It's almost like, you know, they don't really have to say it twice. But I do like the fact you've just got automatic down here. It does look quite, you know, it looks the part. I should point actually the model number of this is the SJE 111. Like I say, it is a fancy, very nice dress watch. You've got a lovely amount of polishing going on there. There is no loom on this dial because of, obviously, it is a dress watch. The date window down here, black background to it, which would have been better, I think, if they could have done a same color as the actual dial. Would have made it look that little bit better, but yeah, whatever. The actual crystal on this one, beautiful section to it on here. It looks really nice. There is AR coating, but I believe it is only on the inner section there. This watch also features 50 meters of water resistance, so realistically, keep it dry is the best thing for this one. The case is iconic to the period. I think this looks really good. It really does look quite nice on there. I am surprised they didn't go for a case hardening. I think on a watch of this price, I would have liked to have seen it. I do like the big scallop on the back there, which makes it sit on the wrist ever so more comfortable. And as we come around here, we have the logo on the King Seiko logo actually on the crown. There is no screw down crown. It goes straight into hand wind. As you can hear, it's pretty smooth. Now, underneath the hood is their new 8L, V6L 35 movement. It's a good movement. It's got around about 45 hours of power reserve. It is one of their thinnest movements they make. And what's nice, if I advance the time, so hacks there, if I advance the time, watch the date, this is a massive improvement over the 6R range of watches. You can see it's starting to move at 5.2 and it flicks over. So at last, Seiko have now caught up with Sellita and ETA and all them. They've actually got the instant date just on there. It is very good. The actual movement itself, I put it on the time grapher, and I think it was coming around about plus 6 seconds a day. Which actually isn't bad at all, because what they say with that movement, the movement itself, bidirectional winding, 26 joules, and it says the time keeping is plus 15 to minus 10, which actually isn't bad. That puts it kind of in between kind of grades of Elabora, which is the second level up of SW200, or kind of almost on the level, I'd say, or pretty well there, of top grade. So also what really makes a difference is when you line this up in different positions, it keeps its rate a lot better than the 6R range of watches do. So it's less temperamental, less kind of susceptible, let's say, to positional error. And that makes a big difference. So it's kind of almost at top grade, so it's getting there now. Seiko are definitely doing better things with this movement. It's a shame it costs so much though. But overall, I like it. The bracelet is a little bit too old school for me. I'd prefer to see a different bracelet on this. The actual links down here, as you can see, there's a little bit of movement to it, not much. You do have King Seiko, and it is a butterfly style, which means you don't really have any micro adjustment apart from the smaller links here. Let's zoom out a little bit there. So you do have the small links which you can adjust it to. Overall, this is a dress watch though. You're not supposed to have on the fly micro adjustment on a dress watch. Let's put it on my wrist so you've got an idea how it looks. Quick wrist check. I'm wearing my RZE, which is a rather cool watch called Resolute, and Bob has what I think is one of the best looking Seiko watches for a very long time, the Marine Master there. I think that is an absolutely gorgeous watch. So let's put this on, see how it looks. Now, as you can see, we do have quite a bit of bracelet size on there. So you should be all right for coming on for 8-inch, I would say, wrist there. And that's it on the wrist. I think it looks very, very good. Overall, I like it. I'd like to see a different bracelet on it personally, but, you know, just one of those things. What do you think, guys? Is this a, you know, would you rather wear this on a bracelet, or would you maybe wear it on a leather strap or something like that? But overall, I think it's a nice watch, but I think I still prefer the Vanak King Seiko over this one. But it's still a very, very pretty watch. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Most importantly, you stay safe out there. All the best. Bye.